Hey guys, this is Minnie checking in and welcome to my channel. Right now I am going to do a live makeup tutorial on my show makeup. I am currently on the ready for shows. Tonight I'll be singing here. So I've been getting a lot of requests for a makeup tutorial that I do on my show. So I'm going to do it right now and I'm going to try to connect and answer your questions at the same time. And if I don't, I'm so sorry, but I gotta get moving with this makeup for the show tonight. So here it is, my routine for my weekend shows. All right, excuse my room, I just threw a bunch of stuff there, so my bad. And it's kind of blurry in here because it's show you guys to my best ability. All right, so first I'm gonna start using the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. Just spray that all over my face. I just woke up from a nap, so this is really gonna help me like freshen up, like for real. And next step is going to be the primer. I'm using the Sisley primer, and I'm gonna do one pump and just lay it all over my face. There you have it. I'm not sure if it's like too dark in here. Maybe I should open the window. Is that better? A little bit? It's a little better, but okay. So try to focus. Okay, so it's a tad better, a little brighter. Right now it's 5:16 p.m., so it might get darker, so my apologies. Anyway, I'm going to grab my foundation. I'm going to be using the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. Hi, Tiffany. All right, using my beauty blender, I'm going to get about 2 pumps. 1, 2, and then put it all over my face. Gotta get a mirror. We have it. It's probably blurry because my laptop is like not good quality, but maybe I should invest in a better quality laptop. I hate like low quality stuff, but oh well. Right now, that's the best I can do with this setting. Okay, so foundation is on, and now I'm going to move on to concealer. So let me look for my concealer. Using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the color Light Neutral. By the way, the Giorgio Armani, that's the 5.25. Then I'm going to put the concealer underneath my eyes. I'm super tired, so that's going to really help with my brightening of my T-zone. And let's blend it out with the Beauty Blender as well. Yes, no, I'm not dancing this morning, and it was a nice show, very interesting for a bunch of Hmong people. Today, I think it's going to be Vietnamese people. So, but yesterday was a nice change, something different. Okay, so make sure you got your makeup blended well, the concealer and everything. If you dab your eyes and everything, it'll give you more coverage. If you swipe, it'll give you less coverage. So I like to give a lot of coverage because I want to make it look very, you know, porcelain and flawless. Hi, Cindy. Let me turn down the heat right now because it's getting really hot. The translucent powder, and I'm going to grab some of my Fix Plus right here and just spray onto it, and then dip it into my powder right here, and then put it underneath my eyes, my nose, my chin, and my forehead. That's the area I want to bake my face. And this is going to keep my face completely solid. Like if I sweat or anything, it's just gonna not seep through. My temperature is going to bake my face and cement this down. So there you have it. Okay. All right, so got that on, and moving on to eyebrows. I'm using the Espresso from MAC eyeshadow and Brune combined. So I'm going to grab my brush, the eyebrow brush in the number 263 from MAC, and then fill in my eyebrows. If you bake your face and it's like too cakey, then just try not to put too much, because sometimes it can make you really dry, and it depends on certain people. Like some people need the baking and some people don't. But for me, I'm like not oily or not dry, so I'm in between, and it can make your face really, really dry and cakey if you don't moisturize and all that stuff. But if you feel like it's too cakey, then try to put a little. If not, then just skip the process. It'll be just fine. Because this is basically, and having your makeup on for a very long time, then you're gonna need to bake your face. But if you just need it for like 6 hours or so, then you know you're good without baking. Like you don't have to bake, but I bake because I want to look flawless in my photos and in my music videos and such, and also on stage, because people be taking lots and lots of photos and you sweat a lot and just a lot of things going on. So baking is only necessary if you're gonna haul ass. Let me see. Miss Ruby says, need to learn how to bake my face because my eyeshadow always makes a mess. Yes, eyeshadow is always gonna give you trouble. Ugh. Let me fill in my eyebrows. I'm just going back and forth, like just to get all the areas that are kind of, you know, like from here and here. It's just ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah, so baking is not for everyone. Like it depends on everyone's skin tone. So if your face reacts to baking, then it's better to use a loose powder instead of a translucent powder, you know? Just grab a loose powder from any of your favorite brand. I use the Chanel, this one right here. I use this one. If you don't want to bake, you can use this and just lightly brush it all over your face and it'll be just fine. Okay. Let me focus on this eyebrow of mine. And let's see. I'm just trying to recover from my sickness for the last few weeks. And it's been really frustrating because my sickness is still sticking around, and I'm trying to take care of myself and not drink as much. And on these shows, I run into a lot of people that are like my friends and, you know, coworkers, and they always want to like chill. And I feel bad because it's like we haven't seen each other in a long time. And sometimes I have to say no, depending on how bad my sickness is. Right now, it's okay. It's just kind of like lingering, which is, ugh. Okay. All right. Let me get this outer end in. So this is a live makeup. So I am going to focus. I gotta get a move on to these things. And if it's getting like, you know, too boring, then you guys can always fast forward later when this is posted later. But I'm gonna try my best to balance both for you guys. Okay. Yeah, so I've been kind of off the makeup bandwagon for a moment because I've just been like busy with a lot of other things, and I know I should be back on, and I feel like I'm doing this right now, so I just want to do this for you guys since I said I would, so I should do it. Ooh. Okay, so I think that's should be good for my other eyebrow. Like, you can go back and fix it if it's like not cute, but just don't worry if your eyebrows are crooked, because crooked eyebrows are okay. It gives you kind of like a character, and you don't have to be perfect. And, you know, if you mess up, it's always good to just keep doing it and practice. How long do you normally do your makeup? Well, we'll find out today. I mean, usually when I'm in a rush, it's like 30, 40 minutes, but right now I'm doing this. Now I'm going to move on to my Dior Brow Styler. This is in the number, I always forget. Brown to make my eyebrows look like real, because I don't have none. Just kind of give it a nice flicker up. Same thing on the other side. Okay, and then once you have that nice kind of microblade, eyebrows, then you can turn around and kind of like blend it with your spoolie. And then I think that should be good. Next, I'm going to grab my, this is not a brush. This is my La Prairie powder in the number or the color Cameo. I'm gonna use my S110 brush and then just slightly brush all over my eyebrows to give it a more natural look. And then after I do that, I'm going to grab my Anastasia brow gel right here and then give a nice coat to my natural eyebrows to blend it in with everything else. Make sure that everything is cohesive and matched together. And it'll kind of like make my real eyebrows look more apparent, and you can see it more. There you have it. And that should be. Now I'm going to use Mothership palette right here. And I'm going to start off with the color brown right here. So this color right here, I'm going to use my Hakuhodo brush, S142. These brushes are Hakuhodo. So if you guys don't know, you can buy this on hakuhodousa.com. And then it is like literally the best investment you'll ever have. When did I start playing with makeup? I started playing like maybe in the 7th, 8th grade. And then just kind of through trial and error, just practice makes perfect. So I'm going to just go back, windshield wiper movement, back and forth, like that. And then same thing on the other side. Just very lightly, because I don't want my eyes. I just want it base. And it's good to have this behind because brown is always a universal color that will get your colors and shadows going. So this is just to give it more definition and set the tone for any other colors you want to blend your eyes with, your eyeshadow. Okay, so I got my eyeshadow on top of my lids, and now I'm going to go on bottom using this MAC brush. It's like this small, it doesn't have a name brush. I'm gonna take this color, same color, blow it, and then put it underneath my lower lash line. Like that, and then connect it to the top right here, and then kind of curve it into this corner right here, into my eyeballs. Like if you like put your brush in, you can feel your eyeballs. So that's where you need to curve in and blend out and give you that shadow in that socket of your eyes. And then just go back and forth and blend it out. Like that. Okay, same thing on the other eye. You're going to and then same thing, just go into that socket right there, blend out back and forth. So Tiffany Tao asks, do you have any advice for singers that want to become bigger? Well, you know what? If you really think about wanting to become a bigger singer, then I don't know. To me, it's like that's not really the right focus. Like if you want to be a singer to become famous and to become bigger, then that's not something that I would recommend. Like then you just want to be famous, and that's not really about being an artist. But any advice to like get yourself out there, as in like making it as a career and enjoying it and getting your music out there, I can say that YouTube route, which is what the future is going towards, or you can go through the company route, which is what I posted on my YouTube channel about how to get in, how to start your singing career if you want to. Like you can go under my YouTube channel under Chit Chat and find out how to do that. But generally, in this time and age, it's better to do it on your own and promote yourself. Like just don't think about being famous or being a superstar or being big. Just think about your art and enjoy your work. And if you're talented and you're great, people will like you. And in terms of like trying to get your stuff out there, then that's probably marketing. Like you would probably find a good marketer and invest into advertising yourself. People always say like, oh, they take care of everything, but honestly, you really got to take care of yourself. And I get when people say back in the day, singers, they didn't have to like take care of anything. And that was because the company gets an investment back. Just think of like a house. If you buy a house, you don't have enough money. So you go to the bank, you ask for a loan. So it's kind of like that. You go into the company and asking them, can I sing for your company? But what do they get in return? You either have to make money for them. So with the bank, you have to give interest. So that interest is their returns. And that's the only reason why they will consider loaning the money. So moving on, liner, I'm going to use the Shuamura art liner and line my eyes. There you have it. I like to kind of give myself a nice wing at the end right here. And then fleek it out at the end. Okay, there's one eye. And now moving on to the other. Okay, there's my other eye. Find it some more. That should be good. I'm going to grab this thing right here, which is the eyebrow brush, and just kind of like lift up my eyes. And you can see all these white areas. Just fill it in. And the reason why I do that is because I don't want it to like be disconnected from my eyes. So that is why it is so necessary to do. Ugh, I just blinked my eyes and messed up. My goodness. Not cute. Let me try to, there's no Q-tips here. All right, so let me do that again. On the other side, just do the same thing. Top. And also on bottom. I like to line my bottom lash line because it's just more dramatic and that's just my style. If you guys want it like a little bit more lighter, then you can do that. But this tutorial is on my live show makeup. So this is how I do it. And yeah. So next up, I'm going to use the same brush right here and then go into this dark color right here and then give it a nice swoop underneath my lash line. It's kind of like fixing what I messed up earlier. Okay, and giving it more definition right here. 5 palettes, so it's kind of confusing, but I'll figure it out. Like, it doesn't really say on here which one it is, but it has a really nice selection of. Next, I'm going to be using my Fix Plus right here and then spray this brush right here. And then grab this color right here, this yellow one, and then swoop it on my eyelids just halfway. So there you have it. And then go into the corners right there, my inner corners of my eyes to give it like definition, and then blend it out and upwards. And don't forget to go on the bottom as well, right here. Go into the inner corners right there to brighten up that area, give it a nice inner corner highlight, and then on the bottom of your lash as well. Inner corners, bottom lash line, just mid or 1/3 way. So it has that nice yellow tone right there. And then the same brush, I'm going to spray it again because these colors in the palette are very shiny and very dusty. So you kind of like get the Fix Plus to pick up the color and show up. I'm going to go into this color right here. It's like a purple, bluish kind of color, and then go into the other half of my eye. So it gives you that nice blue tint to your eyes. And then same thing on the other side. And then blend it upwards. Blend it all in. Okay, so once that's done, you can go back and kind of blend it out even more using my Hakuhodo brush S127. Just kind of brush it out just to give it a more all around. So it just seals in the deal. Okay? I like to do that because it kind of just falls on my face. And I Huda eyelashes in the style, I think it's Foxia. I'm not sure. I'm going to grab my eyelash glue. I use the Lush eyelash glue because it's just really much stronger than the Dual. Sometimes too strong, but for shows and stuff, I feel like I need to have that extra what do you call it? Extra strength in order to keep my lashes on, because sometimes when they fall off, it's just really, ugh, and then really frustrating, and it pokes your eyes. So you really need to get your eyelashes like really sealed down, and this eyelash glue will really help that. So I just put on the glue right here, and then I'm going to wait for it to get tacky. So when it gets tacky, that's the best time to put on your eyelashes, because it's not going to move around. It's going to really just hold down to wherever you want it to be. So wait and be. While it's doing, to grab my eyelash curler, and it really helps because it kind of gives you a nice lift and a boost for your falsies. Yeah. So just kind of give it a nice push, a nice pump. Make sure they're curved up. And now after I do that, I'm going to grab my Lancome Sills Booster. So this is kind of like a kind of eye bottom. Give it a nice coat. This will make my lashes look longer because I don't have any. Helps with the length and thickness, and just all in all, like really gives you that extra vavoom. Okay. I'm trying to read all these questions. Well, I watch your vlog every day and just want to let you know I love your strong. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Cindy. Yeah, so if you guys are just joining me now and you don't know, I do vlogs every single day. Some days are exciting, some days are not so, but you know, that's my life, and it's something I want to document and get better and learn to know myself as well. Okay, so I put that on, and my lashes are still not tacky yet. I'm going to go ahead and use my Lancome Monsieur Big Lancome. Hi, Lipsta, Miana. Shout out. Thank you for joining. 3 coats to give it that thickness onto my lower lashes. Now, I don't put like lashes on or mascara on my upper lashes because I don't think it's necessary, and it's just too much work, and you don't even see anything. And most of the time when I put my mascara on, it just kind of falls down. So it doesn't matter what kind of mascara. Sometimes I'll buy one that will say like it'll curl and stuff. It never really curls. So there's no point. So I'm going to give it a good coat there. And just do it until you're happy with the length of your eyelashes. Like I keep going and going until it's super, super dramatic. And when I do makeup, it's all about drama. I love that you can see colors. A lot of people like natural, which is totally fine. But okay, so that should be like a good coat on my lower lash line. And now I'm going to pop on my falsies. So let's grab my tweezer. Where is my tweezer? Okay, so here's my tweezer. I'm going to grab my falsies and just kind of lay it on my upper lashes. Okay, so here it is. And I'm just going to pop it right on top. And then wait till it dries. There you have one eye. So just kind of let it sit for a moment and then let it dry, and then you can adjust it later. Okay, so okay, then my lashes are on, and then just kind of like let it sit. Don't mess with it too much. And just swoop it off like that using my, I just use any brush. Just don't put too much pressure. Problems. And then I'm gonna grab my blush right here. This is the California blush. I love it so much because it smells so good. And I'm going to jet it on my cheeks. I like to watch, what's his name? I like Bretman. I feel like those two are, my alley. They're very, they're kind of like, some people might think they're kind of mean, and people think that of me too. Like they think I'm kind of like mean or whatever, but that's just my personality. I've explained that in other videos before of how I really am and how I'm nervous in public, but I like those two. I think they're fun and they give me good advice, and I learn a lot. I mean, I learn more from just watching random things on like Instagram. And I don't know who they are, but I learn a lot from there, and just by watching and then trial and error myself. Next, I'm going to use the S103 brush and then give it a nice bronze in my high cheekbones right here. You can do that to find it. And then there. If you put a red, cool. Never been really a color that's nice on me. Sometimes it makes me look super old, and I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it depends on the makeup and the time and the day and stuff like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and brush underneath my eyes as well, because the translucent powder, and I'm just a little bit with the residue from my bronzer that I put on my whole entire face, and just kind of give it a nice blend all around my face like that. And then moving on to another bronzer, or it's not a bronzer, it's more like a contour. So I'm gonna grab my Kevyn Aucoin contour dual, and then grab this brush right here. It's also from Hakuhodo, but I don't know what it is. It looks like this. I always use this brush to contour, and I basically just get a little bit of this and then put it on my, draw two lines to snatch my nose and make my nose snatched and high and pointy, like the cartoon characters. Here you have it, another line. And sometimes, like when you're they never can blend it well, but just honestly, just go back and forth and just like really it out, like just buff it like no other. And I think it's best to do it in like daylight, because when the daylight hits you, that's what it looks like. Like if you go out in public and you see your makeup in the broad daylight, that's how jacked up, and too obvious, like your nose contour and everything and powder or whatever. You just go out into the daylight and see, like, natural lighting is the best. And while I'm contouring my nose, I also bring it into this area right here and then go around just to blend out my eyes as well to my nose contour. So there you have it. Just bring it here. And then if you want to make your nose even thinner, you can always like go in closer and then blend it out. Like some people go really, really close in and super, super thin, and it's cool. It's really up to your preference. Like, you know what I mean? So you can even go even closer if you want. really up to your preference. So there's my snatch nose and Horu S121G brush, and grab my La Prairie powder right here and just dip it a little, blow it, and then just buff out my contour. Make it even more natural and blend it well, you know? Just go back and forth, and through the light, natural lighting, you can see your blending and etc. And make sure it's nice and snatched. Make sure to clean out this area as well if you have any powders on the bottom. And yeah. Let's see. No, I don't think you're mean. You just have a strong and straight personality, which how I am too. Yeah, I think I'm just really out there, and you know, I go in that way. But you know, some people say that I'm like bossy to my friends and I tell them what to do and stuff, but we all just have that same kind of like energy and personality towards each other, because we know that each other can take the shade. And some people don't get it's like a joke and they think it's like mean or whatever, but honestly it's just how you perceive, and everyone has different personalities. So if you don't flow with that personality, that's totally fine. You can not be part of it. You know what I mean? Okay, so with the other side, I'm going to use the same brush and grab this highlight and then highlight the tip of my nose to give it a nice tip, a nice shine right there, and also the bridge of my nose right there. There you have it. And then moving on to highlighters for my face, I'm going to use this one right here, this brush. It's called the S127 brush, and I'm going to grab my Maybelline Master Chrome. I just started using this, and I like it. It's really nice and affordable. Becca's like, you know, probably in 20s, 30s, but this is like really cheap. I think it's like $7. Anyway, I'm going to go in and take this brush and go in the inner corners of my eyes as well. Give it more highlight and blend it in with that yellow that I put in earlier. And then this side as well. And then underneath my eyebrow bone right here, give it that nice highlight. And then also on this side, this will just help your eyebrows be more defined. And then I'm going to put it on my upper eyebrow bone right there. Give it a nice bone feature. Yeah, same thing right here. Buff it out. And then on this side as well. And then you can bring it down here. Depending on your preference, you can bring it down. I like to give myself a full face of highlight. Like I'm obsessed with highlighters. So I'm gonna grab more highlighter and put it right here on my cheekbones to highlight that area. And then you can connect it here. So it's kind of like a triangle or a C, depending on how you see it. And then connect it here as well. And then highlight that. And same thing on this side. I wish the camera was more high quality. I feel like it's so low quality that you guys really can't see what's the details of my makeup. So a new laptop. Kind of give that attention to that area. And then my chin right here. Now, if you guys have any acne, so remember, acne, skip the highlighter. It's going to enhance it. Okay? And then I'm going to add some on the tip of my nose just for extra oomph. And that bridge. Okay, so once I do that, I'm going to grab my Hakuhodo S102 brush, just kind of slightly brush all over my face, make sure it's nice and blended. And then same thing with my eyes. I'm using my brush S121G and just kind of give it a nice blend because sometimes you can see streaks and you don't want to do that. So we have that, and now we're moving on to lips. I'm going to use the liner, and it's in the color Bow and Arrow. And then I'm going to just line my lips a little bit overlined. So there you have it. And it's because my lips are like pointy and I want to kind of create that pretty heart shape. Like pointy is cute and all, but sometimes it could be a little bit harsh. So yeah, I'm sorry if the internet is blurry. So sorry. Did I miss your lashes? I hope you can show again how you apply your lashes. Okay, so this video will be up after I'm done doing this tutorial, so it'll be here for you guys to see. So if you missed it, you can check it out later when I post it after I finish my tutorial. But right now, I'm going to put on my lipstick. I'm gonna use my everything is everywhere. Sorry guys, I'm trying to like rush and. I wanted to get an extra sleep, but I was like, you know what? I said I was going to do a tutorial, so I got up an hour earlier and then put on my face. All right, I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury. Blend it out. So this lipstick is not too like gooey because I don't like my lipstick to look shiny. So I usually just tend to get something in between, like semi-shine. But I'm gonna grab this brush right here. It's S, and I'm just going to blend out the outer corners and then blend it into the lipstick and make it more dimensional. Right here. Just go back and forth until it's nicely blended. So that serves as a contour to your lips. You know what I mean? It's slightly darker than the lipstick, and it creates that illusion that your lips are plumpier, like it's bulging out and stuff like that. Yeah, so just go back and forth. And then just do it until everything looks completely nice and not obvious that there's a line. Like blending is key. Okay, so there is my lipstick, and I think I want to add a little bit more blush. I feel like I'm a little... All right, looking good, looking good. Okay, so last step is to spray my face with the matte prep and prime. This is basically to seal everything in and make sure that your makeup is set. And then just kind of blow it and let it dry really quick. Don't let it dry, air dry. Just kind of like grab a piece of paper and let it dry fast. Okay. And what I like to do after everything is I kind of like to go back and really seal my lashes. So lash liquid glue, and then just go over, like pull this lash down and then go over the inner corners right here. Or even just draw a line on top of my lashes like that, and then push it up, because even though it's still going to come off. Like if you go to the club, that stuff come off if you sweat. So this is something that I always have to do to seal in my lashes. Like, and just push it up. Now I push it up because I like my lashes super, super like up there to pop even more. And once again, I say I'm more of a dramatic kind of makeup person, and the more, the better. The extra, that really gets me going. So that's just my style of makeup. And yeah, I'm going to go back and, you know, just kind of touch up here and there. You can do this whenever you're done. You can see whatever you don't like. I'm going to add some more definition in this area, connect it to my upper. And then same thing on the other side. I feel like it's not connected yet. So this is where I go back and clean up. So after your makeup, do the cleanup. You know what I mean? Okay. I think that should be it, guys. The eyebrows are coming. Same thing over here. Okay, should be good. All right. I hope you guys like it. If you guys have any questions, let me know, and I'll try my best. I've been like kind of like on and off with my makeup tutorial. I've just been like, my resolution for New Year was to kind of like get on this bandwagon, but it's just been so hectic for me. I've just been vlogging and then music videos and then other stuff behind the camera. So it's just a lot of things going on, and my family's always coming into town. So there's always hosting. I always got to put things aside to hang out and spend time with my family because, you know, family is number one. And I want to balance out everything. So just hang in there. I'll try my best. Definitely first time doing this tutorial live. So it's kind of like everywhere. I mean, in terms of like, and I wish you could, because, you know, something to learn while you're doing your makeup. It would really help to have it in like high quality, but I'm so sorry. I didn't realize low setting, but today I put a setting. Anyway, so thanks for joining me today. I'll try to do makeup tutorials more often and, you know, answer your questions and everything like that. So I'll catch you guys next time. And if you guys are in Omaha, Nebraska at the Horseshoe Casino, Council Bluffs or something like that, then check me out tonight. All right, wish me luck, guys. I'll see you guys another time. Doodles, doodles. End stream. End. How does this work? Like sometimes I feel like I said still going on, even though I said end.